Welcome, how's everybody doing? Today I'm going to be showing my automatic knife collection. This is going to be involving only my high quality automatics. I'm going to leave out my cheap China automatic knives. My last automatic knife update I probably had only half as many as I do now. But let's start with knives. I'll talk a little bit about them. I'll keep the details to a minimal. This video is probably going to be rather long anyways. So first off, we are going to go with a quality, but it is Chinese-made automatic. And this is the Gonzo 707. It uses a 154 cm blade. So you can take a look at that. It is bead blast. Gonzo 707, as you can see right there. So it has a bayonet style blade shape, stainless steel handles with wood inlays. You can see they put a lot of attention to detail. Very low rider clip, fantastic retention, and that's just a great knife. Got this for like $16 or $20 on eBay. You can see very fast. Probably the best sub $20 automatic that you can actually find, and that I got for like $20 shipped from China. So there you go. Now let's get into the American-made automatics. This isn't going to be any specific order. I did try to slightly organize them, but didn't do very well probably. So first off, we have the Zero Tolerance. This is a Greg and Gavin Hawk design. I believe that's the name, G&G Hawk design. This is the 650. So to unlock this, you push it over to the right and then pull it down. As you can see there, very long blade. I believe that's a little bit longer than 3.5 inches, I think 3.8 inches. Has partially serrated, these are the scalloped serrations. You see the Zero Tolerance logo, this of course is the DLC. Uses 154 cm, you have the serial number, and on the handles, it's a little bit different. It has a stainless steel handle and then a G10 overlay on both sides. This is right or left hand carry, tip up only. One thing I like about this is you can actually lock it, and if you pull the button in or pull the lever, I guess, you don't pull buttons. If you pull it in a diagonal direction, it will unlock as well as fire at the same time instead of having to bring it over and then down. Although you don't have to lock it like that. So, very neat knife, very high quality, and discontinued by Zero Tolerance. I don't think Zero Tolerance even makes any automatics anymore. Plenty of jimping. Just an all-around nice knife. Kind of feels like a brick though. Rather bulky and heavy. So let's go to the next knife. It is a Dalton Warhawk. Has aluminum handles. Of course black anodized. Pie clip for right hand tip up carry only. Nice big button is recessed. So it is flush with the handle. Pull that or push that button and it has a very hard kick. Plenty of jimping on it, on the top, bottom, as well as the bottom of the handle for a reverse grip. This is a hawkbill design, thus the Warhawk name. Partially serrated, this uses ATS 34 steel. Rob Dalton is known for his oversized springs, so very hard kick. Now we have some Benchmade Ottos. We have the Mini Reflex. This was my first automatic knife. So it has that lock on the back with the black anodized aluminum. I think we're going through a trend of black anodized aluminum for automatics. Very fast action on it. Uses 154 cm blade. I believe a 3.2 inch blade. I'm not really sure with that. So, right hand tip up carry only. So let's show that action one more time. There we go. Well, this isn't a Benchmade, not sure why it was right after the Mini Reflex, but this is the Masters of Defense, or Masters of Defense Impact. Uses, I have no clue what steel. It's actually owned by, I believe, Blackhawk now. Of course, black anodized aluminum. tip up, tip down, right and left hand carry. Of course, partially serrated and a tanto. Very strong kick on this one also. Has a very large lock on the back. If you push up, kind of acts like jimping. For another Benchmade, we have a collaboration between Ernest Emerson and Benchmade. This is the CQC7. Has a G10 handle. Nice little difference. Right hand tip down pocket clip only. Press the button and you get a very long blade. It is ATS 34 blade steel. A little bit different than most Benchmades as it is a chisel ground. You can see exactly how worn and beat up this is. You can see the Emerson logo right there. And the Benchmade logo. This is a very old knife before Emerson was actually making production knives. So I believe like 13 years. I bought this from I believe I bought this from a SWAT team member. Found it on Craigslist and ended up buying it. Next we have, this is actually my father's knife. It is the Benchmade Otto Presidio, the 5000 USMC edition. You can see the logo right there, or the USMC logo. Partially serrated, uses 154 cm, has a brown anodized aluminum handle. And this is an Axis Otto, as you can see right there. Of course, it does have the Benchmade lock on the back, lock in place or lock closed, as you can see there. Okay, we have a very special Benchmade. This is actually modeled after the Lone Wolf D2. This is named the Benchmade NTK or the 5800. Benchmade supposedly never actually released these. This was a dual action knife. You could open it up with a thumb stud, or you could press a button in the handle right here. I actually had to take the spring out because it was firing without me actually pressing the button. So it is really a manual knife now, although I do have the spring if I were to put it back in there. To go with some other dual action knives, to kind of show you what a dual action is, this is a Lone Wolf Diablo. You can see that right there. You can open it up with a thumb stud, just like that. Make sure it's in frame. Or push over on the scale, like this. And it opens up very quickly. And that is a hidden release dual action. I believe these use S30V blade steel, and that is a plastic handle. Right hand, tip down carry only, but a very fast knife. I also have some more Lone Wolf dual action knives. This is the Warrior, G10 handle, right hand tip down carry only. This is partially serrated S30V blade steel. Of course, all these are made in the United States, all except for this knife. Uses a liner lock and dual action feature. And the last Lone Wolf knife is the Lone Wolf Lobo, and that is a dual action as well. Open it up with the thumb hole, partially serrated, S30V, and there you go. Just in case you guys were really wanting to see how it opened, push this over. You can see right there the sliding scale. And inside it has a torsion bar that pushes the blade. You can see right in there. Okay, now to a Microtech Cmt X5. Has a carbon fiber handle, as you can see there. Very interesting pocket clip, and that is actually the release mechanism. This is a dual action as well. Open it up with thumb stud. You have the partially serrated. This is S30V, made in 2004. These are actually pretty rare because Microtech was having a hard time heat treating the spring, so they were breaking and they were just making them into manual knives. This one has a good spring, so you push down on the pocket clip right there, presses a button inside the handle, and it opens up. So let's show that. There you go. Very neat feature about this is, when it's in your pocket, it makes it so it cannot press the button in the handle. So, has a little safety there. A very fun knife. Now, one of my favorite Ottos right here is the Microtech Lightfoot Lcc. I actually own a custom version of this, although the custom version is not an automatic. It has a micarta handle and a titanium bolster. On this side you have the tip-up right-hand carry pocket clip. Very fast thumb stud deployment, as well as deployment using the bolster. Push the bolster over to the right. It's an automatic. Uses 154 cm blade steel, as that seems to be very popular. 154 cm and ATS 34, which are basically the same thing. S30V also seems pretty popular with these automatics. So this uses the spring also, which you can actually see in the back right there. So there you go. Now, two more Microtechs, and those are the Microtech Ultratex. This is the Blade Show 2012 edition. This is the Microtech Ultratech 2013 Blade Show edition. Microtech sold these at Blade Show. I believe they had 200 of each. They sold this one for like $125, these for $100 a piece. So very good price. For the 2012 edition, they had Blade Show 2012 on the blade. And this is the black tactical version. And for 2013, they had just the regular Ultratech logo on the blade, but on the pocket clip is where it said Blade Show 2013. They also really lightened up the spring, or how hard you had to pull, for the 2013 edition. It's still very difficult to pull back. I can actually hardly do that with the 2012 edition. One thing I really don't like about the Ultratex. Now to some Daltons. We have two Dalton Cupids. This is the first generation and the fourth generation. Trying to collect all the Dalton Cupids, but they are very rare. Let's take a look at, well, the fourth generation first, simply because the first generation is a little bit neater. The fourth generation has a circular lock. You push it up and it locks in place, pull it down, and it's ready to fire. This is a single action automatic, also known as the Joker's knife. Used it in one of the Batman movies. Push the button and there you go. You get a double-edged ATS 34 blade. You have the parachute logo from Dalton right there. And to retract the blade, you press the button and pull back on that. Release the button once it's pulled all the way back. Very cool design. That button, or that safety, really helps it, so if you're carrying this, it doesn't go off in your pocket. This one is the best of the Cupids, or the fourth generation is the best of the Dalton Cupids to carry if you're going to carry one every day. And this is the first generation Dalton Cupid. Has a gray colored handle. Push the button and it shows the blade. No safety on this one. However, the first generation Dalton Cupids were hand ground by Rob Dalton. So, a little special compared to the other Cupids. Of course, press it and pull it back. You can hear that this one is quite stronger than the fourth generation. So, just something to notice. And Paragon made a knife to kind of copy the Dalton Cupid, and this is the ATKI, I believe. Of course, it has that safety right there. This is actually mimicking the safety on the third generation Dalton Cupid. When it's on red, push the button, and you get a Tanto style blade. Not really a fan of the coating on this. You can see the Paragon logo right there. and it almost looks oily, and that's really the coating. It may have a little bit of oil on it, but kind of an oily looking coating, and this is a chisel ground blade. So just press the button, retracts. I actually had some problems with this. This screw was over tightened, and when you would press the button, it wouldn't even lock out in place. So just loosened that up, and now it locks perfectly. Okay, well that is all my automatic knives. Let's get them set out here, and then we'll zoom out and let you see them. Okay. And there you go. There are all my automatic knives. Well, there we go. Now you can see all my automatic knives, or at least all my quality made automatic knives. Thank you for watching. I'll be making some more videos soon. Of course, this was more of a fun video rather than a highly edited one. I'll be making a review of my 511 tactical backpack, which will be a edited quality video. This one was just one that I wanted to get out just for the fun of it. So thanks for watching. See you guys later, and have a great day. Bye.